Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this AL West matchup. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Houston Astros.
A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Harold, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, the key to this game, Matt, is going to be the contributions throughout the whole entire lineup. You cannot rely on that key guy on the team, the big star. No, everybody's got to contribute. If they do that, they'll win this game.
Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I love the fact he mixes them well. And we'll just see if he's on today. That means he's throwing strikes with all of them, and he'll have a dominant game if he does so. Well, let's take a look at the Astros defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Gene Segura standing in. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Seattle, shortstop, number 2.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, right fielder,
Stepping in, Mitch Haniger, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the plate a little bit more than the other.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Mitch Haniger is the second out of the opening frame.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Striding into the box, Robinson Cano. first chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ball one.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2 out, nobody on. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will be taken in there by McCann, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's the key to a home victory, Harold?
Matt, this is a scary lineup. They've got power and they have speed. They score runs in all different ways. They hit the ball in the ballpark, and they score on balls in the gap when you have a runner at first base. That's what speed, power combination can do. This is a very tough lineup.
Felix Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
All right, here's how the M's line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Leonis Martin. You know, this guy has grown through the years. When he first came up, he was just running all over the place, not really having an idea what he was doing. Then he really settled in and let the game come to him. And now we're looking at a pretty good outfield.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, George Springer.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat, and they can go deep.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Line drive to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he's safe.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne here. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Segura fields it cleanly. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here's Carlos Beltran as he rips it on the ground to second. Cano has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On to the second inning now for Minute Maid Park. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners nothing. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a ball 1-0. Cruz awaits the 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Now that's actually a pretty good pitch right there. I know he swung through the fastball and he's got some power, but the location is what I like. It was up away just enough and tempting enough for him to swing at.
1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Aoki is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Danny Valencia.
Stepping into the box, Danny Valencia. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. He waits, now the pitch. And it's grounded foul. 0-1, here's the pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Grounder down the line at third. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Batting seventh, center fielder number 12, Leonis Martin.
Here's Leonis Martin. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's a high pop-up. Correa is there for it. And the inning is over. Mariners leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now at the plate, Josh Reddick. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning.
Josh Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Martin. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Hey, this guy's not wasting any time, right? gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
So stepping in, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a drive out to left center field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball, and he turned on it like that. Nice job.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Gurriel rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game.
That RBI base hit right there makes it 3-0 lead. When you get a good pitcher like they're facing today down early, you got to get him early, because when he gets into a groove, then it's his game. Right now, take it to him.
Here's Nori Aoki. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Ball's on the outside half. You go with the pitch. Old school textbook hitting. Stays with it and drove that ball over the shortstop head.
Into the box, George Springer. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
In now, Alex Bregman, as he hits one on a line to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Striding in once again, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And add one more, as this is now a 6-0 ball game. And Altuve is into third base with a triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Into the box now, Carlos Correa takes this the other way to right. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Stepping in now, Carlos Beltran, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Astros 7 and the Mariners nothing. So coming to the plate, Mike Zunino. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Mike Zunino.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Here's Gerard Dyson. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard to 3rd. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
He just ambushed him right here. First pitch fastball, he was looking for it, and boom, base hit.
Gene Segura.
Into the box, Gene Segura, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 0-1 down the first baseline. There's one on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Mitch Haniger will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Reddick. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Segura has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Line towards center field. Martin is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high, gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo home run for Brian McCann. First home run of the campaign for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And his arrival is going to mark the end of the evening now for Felix Hernandez. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Carson Smith is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Now batting, left fielder, Nori Aoki.
Here's Nori Aoki. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. Here's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but the multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
Here's George Springer. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his third hit of the game.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there, and he is so close to having a cycle. He's one thing short, and the toughest one of them all, the triple. Looks like he's gonna get another at bat. Let's see if he's able to pull it off.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Aoki rounds the corner and is headed home. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Make it 9-0.
Well, I love it when guys are aggressive with the runner in scoring position. First pitch, he jumps all over it to drive in the run.
Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Dyson has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Astros lead it 9-0. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start the inning. In there, no balls and a strike.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. Just got a piece up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted in the air out to right. Reddick has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Ready for another chance? Carlos Correa. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hot shot on the ground is short. There's Segura. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The batter, designated hitter, Carlos Beltran.
Here's Carlos Beltran. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throw into second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he swings and hits a laser to right. That's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up, so he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
In now, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Fielded cleanly, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Catcher number 16, Ryan McCann.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Brian McCann. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out to center field. Martin on the move. And that's the third out. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Astros on top, 10-0. So striding in, Danny Valencia comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Danny Valencia.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Digging in to try it again, Leonis Martin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game. And the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Springer over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Ready for another shot now, Nori Aoki. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Astros are challenging the previous
All right, we'll
play.
take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
And the batter rules safe.
Into the box now, George Springer. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Martin racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. The relay throw, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
The batter, third baseman.
Now in the box, Alex Bregman. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw goes to third, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Ready once again, Jose Altuve. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Martin ranging back. And this is going to roll and get on top of Tal's Hill as this finds the wall. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard on the ground toward short. Segura has it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros, but they're still in front 10-0. Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Into the windup and the pitch. On a swing, and he popped him up off to the left in foul territory. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Hey, every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gene Segura, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
And he'll step off and try and reset. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled back. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Ready for another chance? Mitch Haniger. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little tapper. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Beltran. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Carlos Beltran.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Stepping in now, Josh Reddick. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
That was a quick run right there. Back-to-back pitches, back-to-back hits. A double and a single to drive him in. Uh-oh.
Standing in now, Yulieski Gurriel. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Well, when you step in the box, you got a game plan. With a sinker ball pitcher, you know if he gets it up, it's going to flatten out. If it stays down, it's going to sink hard. So you want to get that ball above the thighs And if it's up, you hit it. If it's down, you let it go. Nice execution.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
The left fielder, number 3, Nori Aoki.
Ready once again, Nori Aoki. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Martin going back to the track. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Ready for another shot now, George Springer. He bats with a homer and 2 doubles to his credit. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. Astros lead this one 12-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Robinson Cano.
First delivery to him on the way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
The next 0-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Fouled straight back.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Digging in once again, Kyle Seager. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled back.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
On the ground, softly towards second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Dan Altavilla enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is Henniger. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Martin is under it. 1 down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Correa. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1 on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. There's Segura. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Carlos Beltran.
Here's Carlos Beltran. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Line toward right center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. Beltran is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Houston leads this one 13-0. Now to the plate, Danny Valencia. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And a step off. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he got a high strike on the fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Now he'll step off and rethink this. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Gurriel will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Here's Leonis Martin. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home-standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. Striding in once again, Mike Zunino. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Hit hard to short. To his left, Correa. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Digging in, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Well, they put up a lot of runs the whole game, and the game plan to me is simple. They've been aggressive. They've hit the first pitch like he does right here and gets the base hit, and they've done it throughout the whole game. They've been very successful with their game plan.
Now in the box, Brian McCann. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. The relay. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Here's Nori Aoki. Out into right center. Well hit. In to score, the runner from 3rd. And the second run will score as well. The relay. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between 2nd and 3rd now. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out. Here's George Springer. He bats with a homer and 2 doubles to his credit. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
Number 2, Alex Bregman.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Alex Bregman. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center, and another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game. So Jose Altuve will get a chance next to try to extend the inning.
Well, how about that for a 4-hit game? He homered earlier, Now he picks up his 4th hit of the game. Wow, he's having a tremendous game.
Into the box, Jose Altuve,
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
First pitch hitting. If you get the pitch you want and you know he's going to deliver it, you can't miss it. That was a great swing.
Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Here's Carlos Correa now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. The runner scores from second, and now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win games, and he's a big part of it right here. That's his 3rd RBI, and they extend the lead in this ballgame.
Carlos Beltran.
In now, Carlos Beltran.
He swings and grounds it to short.
And that is through into center field, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the 2nd run will score as well. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day.
No, they don't, but I tell you what, he's been working hard. He's been locked in right now. Just his approach. You knew he was going to have a good day. 5 hits. Wow.
Into the box now, Josh Reddick, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. Long throw to third. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he knew he was in trouble there as they just tag him out between second and third, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. 9th inning coming up. The Astros on top, 18-0. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show.
Leading off for Seattle, the left field.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball right side. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Segura.
In now, Gene Segura. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. Gurriel is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, right fielder,
Now at the plate, Mitch Haniger. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. 0-1 pitch on its way. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
18-0 the final tonight. Dallas Keuchel earns his first win of the season and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Felix Hernandez was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The winning pitcher